everyone. Today I'm here to talk to you about a personal life experience. So everyone in life experiences something, in whether it be negative or positive, or brings them to a spot that they currently are in life, or takes them on a path that they don't necessarily ever expect to go down. At the age of 10, my mom she almost died from a heart attack, and my dad used to own his own business. So in the summers was his busy time, and we didn't really get to go anywhere as a family. We used to take weekend trips, but that was really about all we got to do as a family. We used to go to work with my dad, but that wasn't really spending quality time together. So after my mom had her procedure, after her heart issues, we booked a camping trip to Maine, and we went to Boothbay Harbor. Boothbay Harbor is probably one of my favorite places that I've ever been to, and it's still to this day is my favorite place. And I can remember we camped right on the bay, so high tide would come twice a day, and then when low tide would come, my brother and I would go down the hill and we would go into the water, and well, it was muck at that point, but we would dig for clams and crabs. And that's, now I probably wouldn't want to stick my feet in the muck because it was a really weird feeling between your toes. But as a child, we didn't care. And Boothbay Harbor, the town itself, is made up of all mom and pop shops. So there's no commercialized businesses. And the taffy there, they used to make saltwater taffy. So they would take the water from the harbor and they would make fresh saltwater taffy, and you could stand and watch them make it in the window. And it was mouth-watering. It's the best taffy that I've ever had. They made homemade ice cream. The ice cream was so creamy, it tasted like silk in your mouth. And I don't think I've ever tasted ice cream that was that creamy anywhere else. The lobster from Maine, it's seriously so rich. You don't even need to eat it with butter. Most people, when they order lobster, they dip it in butter, but when you go to Maine, you don't even need to dip it in butter. That's how rich it is. And the beaches, they're breathtaking. However, they are so cold. The water is, no matter what time of year you go, it feels like you are doing the polar plunge or sticking your feet in a bucket of ice cold water. So that's something, if you are going to Maine and you think you're going to be going and laying on the beach and swimming, you probably really won't get to experience swimming too much. As children, my brother and I didn't really care. We would go in the water, but my dad couldn't even stick his toes in. He said that it hurt too bad. And I actually experienced going back to Maine as an adult, and I could remember the trip, and we went over this one bridge, and you had the windows rolled down, and you could just, the smell of the salt water brought back so many memories for me. And I actually stayed in a hotel right on the harbor, and I got to actually kayak out into the ocean, and we kayaked to a beautiful lighthouse that was in the ocean. It was a little scary going out into the bay with the big boats, and it was really hard to paddle, but it's just beautiful. The views are amazing. I hope to bring my future family there and continue the tradition, as well as bring my mom and dad and my brother and his family. So thank you all for watching, and if you ever get a chance to take a trip to Maine, make sure you visit Boothbay Harbor.